Hey, great, the last digit of the like for each is someone from the chalk playground. So go down right now, click like, click subscribe, click the bell, look at the screen, pay attention to the last digit of your like and compare these facts. And who are you? Write about it in the comments. It's simple. For example, if you are a marshmallow, then I write marshmallow. Everything is cool, enjoy watching it. And great, dear friends, you're on the Melancholy channel. In this video, you and I will talk about the secret facts about the new elements of the playground in it. But before the start of the video, as always, I want to say a huge thank you to these guys for getting into my video. And if you want to get into my next video, then you just need to subscribe to the channel, put a like, write your top comment. Well, don't forget to subscribe to the cart, the link is as always in the description. In general, I will not drag out your time and enjoy your viewing. And now we have already moved to the Melon playground and let's move on to checking the first fact. And the fact is number 1, explosions are absolutely easy and interesting to draw a meme playground, or rather explosions, I mean the elements. And look, let's write the word hello from English. Quite an interesting activity that you can reduce your time in Melon playground. It's really cool enough. Let's say I really like to draw like this with cool explosions in Melon playground. A really cool interesting feature that quite a few people may like. If you didn't know about it, write in the comments, but if you did, write I knew, thanks for the fact. I will know that it is you who are the most proven Proshani player in his background. So, fact number 2. Let's move on to fact number 2 and see what we have there next. Well, fact number 2 sounds like this. The wind does absolutely no damage to Milo, whether it's a normal wind or a tornado wind, which is quite interesting, because after all, the wind at least has to do something. I do not consider the fact that if Melon hits the ground from a height or just presses against the wall, he will receive damage, this does not count, but just the wind absolutely cannot still cause damage to Melon, which is quite interesting. And let's move on to the next fact. And fact number 3, an explosion is absolutely impossible to blow up a car in any way, I mean the explosion from the elements. And look at the screen, right now you see how I just don't milk our car and it absolutely doesn't care. But there is a small nuance, which I will tell you about later. Let's move on to the 4th myth. And the 4th myth is as follows. The wind can't lift the car, but there is a slight but. If you put Milo there, then safely the wind easily lifts our car. Due to what it works, I do not understand. And this is really strange, because the weight is actually being added. And pay attention, we take our Milo and put him in the car, and he rises, but there is no reaction without Milo. Interesting enough, isn't it? Write about it in the comments, what do you think about it? And let's move on to the next myth. Myth number 5, the wind lifts a lot of weight in space, much more. And pay attention, let's go to the map with the cosmos. As you remember, the wind cannot lift an ordinary Jeep in a chalk playground on a regular map, except for Milo. But if we go into space, then our Jeep safely rises by light contact, which is quite interesting and in fact there is a logical explanation for this. Simply, there is no gravity as such in our cosmos, or rather it exists, but it is small, and let's do the trick. If we take a Jeep on another map, on a regular one and turn off gravity there, then the absolute effect awaits us exactly the same. Here's an interesting fact, if you knew about it, then write in the comments, but if not, then write too. Write in the comments anyway, please put a lycosic for my efforts. Well, we are already moving on to the 6th myth or fact, call it what you want. The 6th myth. If you put our Jeep on a Frista, an atomic bomb will cause absolutely no damage to the Jeep, which is quite interesting. But there is a small but, if you put a huge amount of explosives SI4, just really huge, then still there will be no doors or wheels left from the Jeep. And let's check it out. Pay attention to the accelerated shooting, how it works. Food, it's interesting enough, what do you think about it? Write in the comments. The myth is quite cool and really interesting and makes you wonder why it works that way. And let's move on to the 7th myth or fact. Well, the 7th fact, which, unfortunately, is the last, but no less interesting. The explosion destroys the Jeep in about 25 dashes of 30 explosions. And pay attention, let's count with me. Write in the comments how many explosions happened, but I think there were 3 explosions, and if I was wrong, then correct me in the comments. But for about that amount, our Jeep explodes and it stops moving. This is quite interesting and just a fact as a fact. There is nothing unusual here, just a fact. In general, something like that. Write in the comments, did you like this selection? Well, also write in the comments which myth you remember the most. And this is where my video comes to an end. Thank you all for watching, good luck to everyone, for now, and remember, my friend, you were on the Melonfonk channel, and as always, we'll see you the other day.